from Reclaimed by Ramsey, and I am so excited you're here today. I'm involved in a collab with my friends over at Jamie Ray Vintage, and you can see the playlist below. You're going to want to check out everybody's stuff. Let's get right into it today. Guys, I have got 3 spring items that I'm going to transform, that are things that I found at antique malls or thrift stores. I am going to take this beat up old watering can that is missing its handle up here. Got it really cheap, and I'm going to show you how to style this for your front porch or your patio or even inside your house, and it's going to look beautiful, guys. The item I got while I was out thrifting recently was this, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a construction bag that construction guys would wear, and it says Masontown Labor and Construction Company, Masontown, Pennsylvania, and it's back when they used P-E-N-N-A instead of P-A for Pennsylvania, so you know it's old, and I absolutely loved it. I saw it and like practically dove over another lady to get it. Anyway, I had a fabulous idea for this, and it is going to be so cute. Anytime I can pick up things that are local to my area, I love that. One more item. Well, it's a vintage frame that sits, and it probably had a picture in it at one point, but I picked this little guy up for $3, and wait till you see what I'm going to do with this for spring. It is going to be so cute. Think Easter, maybe some bunnies, chickens, whatever, what have you. I'm going to do something in here with that, and it's going to be really easy. These things are not going to take you very long at all, and hopefully it'll just give you an idea of how to look for things when you're out to use in an unexpected way. I guarantee you, I gotta say, the watering can is not going to be that unexpected. I'm going to put flowers in it, but I'm going to show you a really neat trick to get your flowers to look more real, because if you're anything like me, number 1, I don't have time to plant. Number 2, I kill everything that I touch, plant related, not people. I don't kill people. And who has time to, like, you know, garden and stuff? And who has time to, like, you know, garden and stuff? Okay. So for this first item, I want to show you, I got this shop and it was $1. I also got it thrifted. So while I'm waiting for my heat gun to warm up, I'm going to show you that I am going to be attaching this. So I'm going to cut the straps off of this, and then I picked up some, I'm always picking up faux flowers at the thrift store, and so I can tell you that if you don't have a pair of these wire clippers, you should get some because they make life so much easier. And these I actually got at Walmart, and they're way easier than using your scissors. And you're going to want to cut your florals down to where you think that they will fit nicely in the pocket of this apron. Oh, this guy's tough. Holy shnikes. There we go. And you'll kind of just want to check on them and see how they're looking. I don't want mine to go up too high, but I want there to be enough coverage. You can always cut more off, so keep that in mind. Now I'm simply going to cut the ties off of this. I want to make sure that there's enough room to glue this down. So now that we've trimmed that off, I want to be able to see as much of this tin as possible. And I want to be able to read what's on the front. So let me see if I can show you that. Okay. So that, glue it down in the back, and then I'll probably glue it a little bit in the front as well. Okay, now I probably should have started on this side, but oh well. All right, I'm just gonna glue this down. I'm gonna glue it right under this seam. That way it'll be nice and even for me. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, guys, this is such a simple project, is I'm just gonna start in these little folds here. The little folds where the tools would go. I'm just going to start adding some florals in the center. Will look nice. Then we'll put some kind of hanging off the sides here. And if you have a flower that kind of already leans to the side, that's perfect. And I don't even think that you're gonna need to secure these in here. That way, if people want to, now see, this one's a little bit too tall. I'm gonna take a little bit more off of that one. So up next, guys, we are just going to be taking this frame and we are going to cut some drop cloth. I always have leftover drop cloth, and we're just going to cut some of that to put inside the frame. And I'm not much of a measurer, so I'm just going to kind of lay this down and eyeball it. And I'll trim off the excess when I'm all done. Now I want to get this sized to fit and make sure, and then I'm just going to hot glue it in the back. There's like this little lip right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's this little lip, and I'm just going to tuck it in there and put a bead of glue in it. But before I do that, I would like to stamp something. So guys, for this next part, I am just going to get out my archival stamp ink. Okay, I have chosen to use an Iron Orchid Design farmhouse stamp. And I am just gonna ink this puppy up. Well, it's a sheep, it's not a puppy. Okay, I've got my ink on there. Just gotta commit, guys. Looks good to me. All right, now we're going to spell out the word black sheep on these little mounts. I think they're fabulous. Okay, so I've got my black up there for black sheep. I'm just going to ink this up. I think this is going to look pretty good, guys. Okay, I ended up taking the little screws off of the side of the frame so that I can get this in here better. And I think it's going to look really cute. Just want to kind of line it up. I'm going to run a bead of glue all the way around my frame. And then I'm going to set my fabric in there. Sure that you pull it. If you start at the top, you want to pull it kind of tightly because there's no backing on here. Okay, so that's top to bottom, and then you can go back and pull the glue off, and then you're going to want to make sure you do side to side tightly also. So I would suggest doing the one side and then doing the other. Like I said, popsicle stick would have been great here. Okay guys, there you go. I'm gonna pop it back in the frame and then we'll see how it looks. Oh my goodness guys, look how cute that looks. And you know, you could even use brown paper or cardstock in an old frame. Doesn't it look adorable? For this last item, it is going to be really quick and easy. You just need to find a receptacle. I'm using this galvanized watering can, and go to Walmart and pick up some of their long lavender. This stuff is gorgeous and it's really very realistic looking. But something that I see a lot of people do a lot of times is they just buy this floral and then they try to stick it in something. like this. And while this will look okay like that, I think we can do better. And the way you do better is unbundle your lavender. So like I said before, take your little nippers and just nip all of it apart. Now I'm going to add a generous piece of floral foam in here. I pick mine up at Dollar Tree, but you can pick yours up wherever you want to. And then lavender especially grows straight up and down. So you want to make sure that you're adding your lavender. Now see, I think I can still take these apart a little bit more. So you want to make sure that you're adding it straight up and down. You don't want it to tilt side to side because lavender doesn't grow that way in real life. And these, if you're trying to fake, which is what I'm trying to do, because these will go outside on the porch, you want to be able to have it go straight up and down. And then you just play around with it a little bit, see where you like it. Now whenever you're working on these, you want to make sure that you kind of turn it around so that you see that you have, that you see where you need to put more in, or if you need to bend something up a little bit. I don't need to have this too full to be what I want, which is just for my front porch. So you just add where you see that you need some. And I'm actually pretty happy with how that's looking. So guys, what did you think? Make sure you leave me something in the comments. Tell me which one of the projects you thought was the best one. And when you think of spring, do you think of flowers? Because that's what I think of. Flowers and farm animals, both things appeal to me for spring. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you will stop back and see more videos that we have, and make sure to check everybody out that is in the playlist. There's going to be some really great things on there. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.